Hey, just came on here to do a quick soft-spoken video over this medium clue scroll that I'm doing. So I actually did continue with the hard clue scroll last night, although off camera, and I believe I'm on the last step, so 4 or 5 here. I believe hards can have 6, but I'm not totally sure. And it's the Land of the Goblins clue, so I've not done that quest yet, as that is the brand new quest. So once I get that done, I'll finish it up, and I'm going to try to get it done soon. And on this medium clue scroll here, as you'll soon find out, I run into a little gear hiccup for one of the emotes, although it was fine. But then I ran into a little hiccup with the music track, as I need the Ratcatchers music track, which is a horrible quest. It's one of the most poorly written quests in the game. The YouTuber Jimmy actually has a video where he really slams it in his by-release series, which I thought was funny and very well deserved on that game. So I'm recording this voice file while I am having my kitten catch the 8 rats for the opener of that game, because your chance of catching a rat as a kitten is really low. It's like 10% or something, like ridiculous like that. Actually, in fact, I believe I have to catch more than 8 in total, but I believe, I don't believe you need to catch as many as you do at the start, which is 8, which is what I'm doing now. So yeah, anyways. We are in the middle of an aberrant specter task. We killed like 100 so far. Definitely got a pretty decent bit of herb from that. 5 Ranar, 12 Hardlanders. Some of those got dropped, of course. 7 Quarm, 3 Avantoads. Yeah, good stuff. My herb lore is just crept into 68, I believe. Yeah, it's only at 2%, so my herb lore is 606,000 out of 668, so it's gonna be a long time until we hit 69. Or I shouldn't say a long time, but it'll be a big gap in the amount of potions made. But I'm actually hoping to catch that maybe like today or tomorrow, depending on my herb influx. I'll have to calculate how much XP my 600 or so Vantos are worth. I don't like to spoil that stuff. For how analytical I am, ironically, I don't like working out my XP ahead of time. I like to kind of be surprised, which is why I've turned off the remaining XP bars. But fuck it, let's actually look it up here, because I'm probably gonna do it in my head while making all the potions anyways, since it'll take so long. So I don't want to spoil what level it'll put me to, but let us see here. We make super energies with them, as I believe that is the only useful thing that you use it for, and super energies are extremely useful for Iron Men and in general, because that is the base potion for the stamina pot, which is actually not something that I knew. I thought the stamina pot was a standalone vial. The fact that you make them from super energies is pretty cool. And that also means that the super energies I make for XP now will turn into XP later, and it will turn into a lot of XP. Okay, so yeah, the only other thing Avantos are used for are hunter potions, which is definitely something that I can make and benefit from, but I probably won't need to make them in the same bulk as agility. And Avanto pots are all the same XP essentially anyways. There's very minimal difference, so yeah, that's gonna be super energies. Well, in fact, as I said before, actually, since super energies turn into something, technically a super energy is worth more than double what it's actually worth, assuming that you one day hit 77. Yeah, because making a super stamina 3 is says 76 experience, so it's actually not quite double. Okay, and as you can see here, we actually found a world, or accidentally invoked a world in which the guards are synced up, so when they're both out on the balcony at the same time, I'm gonna rush in there and it's gonna be all good and we're gonna be fucking done with this section of the quest. What is this? I mean, why? What is this? Okay, that did not end up working. They desynced. God help me. Alright, we're going for it. We actually made it. Oh my god. Let's whip out the cat here. And I'm gonna catch this and then honestly, it took so long, I'll probably skip to like the end of the quest just for convenience sake and actually being able to keep this part concise and open a clue scroll. So yeah, I will see it then. And I just realized I actually got very off track. I was trying to calculate the amount of Vanto experience that I had saved up. So it was I think like 117. Let's say I have like 600, although I have more in seeds. So that's 70,000 Herbler experience. That's actually great. So that will push me into 69 for sure. And I'll probably be hitting 70 pretty soon. I don't actually think 70 Herblord does anything for me. I think the big Herblord level I really I'm going to benefit from next is going to be, I think, 74/73. 73 probably not, because a +5 boost is from Spicy Stew only, but at 74, sorry, I mixed that up, 72, 73, but 73 is going to be the big one, because the +4 boost from the pie will give us 77, and we could make all of our stamina pots, depending on how bad the Herblore pie actually is, but I don't believe the botanical pie is bad at all. Okay, right, it's actually the thieving fruit. So that's kind of bad. It doesn't make too much of a difference because I don't have that many marks of grace at the moment. I won't be able to pump out stamina potions like they're nothing. So I probably will steal some fruits around that level, make the stamina pots that I can, and I mean, it'll be more than enough. As I've been getting by with super energies just fine as it is. You know, we've had to relearn to live with what we used to have at a time when stamina pots did not exist. For those of you who remember, and for those of you who also remember, do you recall when they introduced the sit mechanic in RuneScape 2? Probably like a couple years before EOC, I want to say, like anywhere from like 2 to 4 years before EOC. That was interesting. That is actually a mechanic, the sit mechanic, to like double or triple your energy restoration while sedentary. That was something I'm surprised that actually did not make it to old school. Not that I would have wanted it. I'm glad it didn't, because the stamina mechanics are definitely something that they played into differently here, like with graceful and the way you get stamina pots with marks of grace. And I think that was a more old school way to compromise, as opposed to kind of removing like a burning need to level your agility altogether. But so many other things got added that a part of me just assumed it was kind of like embedded into the Jagex canon, kind of like a lot of the quality of life stuff that got added. And although I wouldn't exactly say that a sit mechanic is quality of life, I think it definitely goes a little bit further than that. a lot of the other quote-unquote quality of life mechanics for RuneScape are also a little bit above and beyond because of modern technology and how intentionally old the 2007 tech was to keep it running on things like a browser. When games like World of Warcraft were coming with like 4 disks to install, and man, you got client side mayhem, server side. Jagex just wasn't a company like Blizzard, couldn't support something like that. So not that technology again was a limiting factor for being able to have a mechanic like sit, but you get my point. I mean, if you're listening, you know what I'm saying. It's just interesting as all, but I'm glad it doesn't exist in old school. I think that's a little bit too casual in terms of the time you have to kind of spend on the game otherwise, in every other area. Oh, we finally finished that horrible ratcatcher segment of actually catching the first few rats, first 8. So I'll get some more footage of me grinding the quest out. Definitely time lapse that for this video because nobody wants to see ratcatchers, and we'll hopefully pretty quickly be able to skip to me opening a casket. Not 2, unfortunately, because of the Land of the Goblin prereq on the hard, but maybe we won't actually have to complete this quest in order to enter the pits and get the soundtrack. If we're heading to Ardoin, it's definitely possible, but I don't know. Looks like we might be headed to a mansion right now. And so yeah, I'm going to keep this video in soft spoken. I know I've been uploading a lot, and it's very possible that some of my casual recurring viewers have stopped clicking on every video because it's popping up in their subscription feed too often, and like that's fine. I'm just trying to fine-tune some things, and although I haven't gotten feedback in a couple videos, I'm just throwing stuff out there and curious if anyone tugs on it. I know people have said I had, a great whispering voice for ASMR in the comments before, and so I want to explore different modes of whispering, and especially soft speaking, because I think I have a very feminine and relaxed, slightly unique soft-spoken voice, especially because I am male. Oh my God, what's going on here? Because I am, I don't know. I am male, yet I have all these kind of feminine attributes. That definitely comes out of my voice, and for ASMR, that could definitely be a big perk. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing here on this ratcatcher shit. Is this a joke? What the fuck is this quest? This is the shittiest quest in the game. I mean, this is just... Jimmy was right. This is pretty objective. This is such a bad quest. The writing is terrible. The actual mechanics behind the quest are fucking abominable. Like, I don't think I've actually gotten this frustrated trying to do a quest before. I understand I'm trying to do this with a kitten, and there's so much compounding, but like, Jesus Christ, guys, what? Why, dude, what? How? What is this RNG? What is everything? Why did they make this quest, guys? Tell me, what is going on here? Am I just going to have to AFK in here until my rat is fully grown? I mean, my kitten, because this is ridiculous. Like, what is this, like 20 failures in a row almost? Maybe even more at this point. I mean, I don't mean to complain here, but holy shoot. Yes, oh my God. Okay, and as you could see here, we actually found a world, or accidentally invoked a world in which the guards are synced up. So when they're both out on the balcony at the same time, I'm gonna rush in there and it's gonna be all good. And we're gonna be fucking done with this section of the quest. What is this? I mean, why? What is this?